form of motorcycle sport, combining motocross and road racing. Now to motorsport, not the four-wheel variety which those have been so successful. This time it's motorcycling. And last November, Becky Adam went to Liddon Hill to view the latest idea for fun on two wheels.
Imagine a combination of road racing and scrambling, a kind of two-wheeled rallycross. Logically, it should be an absolute disaster, but it's attracting some of the best riders in the world. It's called Supermoto, and everyone agrees it's great fun, and it certainly produces some spectacular racing.
Supermoto started in California about 10 years ago as an end-of-season TV special. It was intended to produce a Superbiker of the Year from road racing, speedway and motocross. The French quickly adopted the idea for their Supermoto series, and last year Bernard Conch of Euro Racing tried to sell it to the Brits. For the international event at Liddon, he assembled a wealth of talented riders from the US and Europe. Early on, American motocrosser Billy Lyles proved the quickest of the solos.
I really like it a lot. It's only the second time I've ever been superbike racing, and it's quite a new experience for me. It's a little bit different on the asphalt, a lot higher speed than I'm used to, but I like it a lot.
Racing foreign competition for the first time was Wayne Lamb, the eventual winner of the British series.
They're quite fast, but I think we can still keep with them. If the race were a bit shorter, we could win, but we fall off trying.
And what actual skills do you need?
You've got to be able to slide the bike. It's basically motocross skills. Plus, you've got to be able to go fast on the tarmac like a road racer, really. It's an all-rounder.
To see what it's really like out there, we persuaded former British four-stroke motocross champion Vic Allen to take us round the circuit on his new PBH.
So right up through the gearbox. Make for the outside. Serve tyres. Don't get much grip on this type of going. Right there, just now in front where you really want away. Find that very, very difficult to cope with in these conditions. Drift a little bit to the outside. Then under the tarmac now. Slowest corner on the tarmac, Adam. I want to take this and watch it a little bit, because this is a problem. When you lay it too far over on the tar, with the tires clinging from the mud, it makes it very, very difficult. Come down here. I want to try and make for the inside, I think. On this like bit here. Now drift a little bit wide. That's a very slippy bit there, because it's still in the shade. This time, see if it's any better. Very slippy, very, very slippy indeed. I'm going to definitely have to keep to the outside of the track during the racing, because I just get no grip with the front wheel. Very dangerous indeed. Now it's drying out. It's much better now.
The biggest problem for a motocross rider is the roles are reversed. Normally when you get on the road with a motocross bike, it's very, very difficult. But here, of course, we're using road tyres, and it's on the rock, very, very difficult, unless you've got the right tyre.
To get better grip on those deceptively loose surfaces, the wet weather road racing tyres have extra grooves cut in them, and once on the right rubber, Vic found the performance of his bike transformed. Paul Blezard told me what else he's done to turn a scrambler into a Supermoto machine.
Well, you've got the tyres, the wheels, the brakes and the suspension. You use smaller diameter, fatter tyres, fatter wheels with fatter tyres on them. They're using especially road race tyres, which a hard compound wet tyre. You use higher gearing to go faster, because you're going much faster than in motocross. And the brakes are very important, because you need to be braking as hard as you possibly can on the tarmac.
So is it very expensive?
It's not, no. You could buy my bike, only costs about £600, about £50 or £100 to modify cheaply. If you want to go the whole hog and put the really trick suspension and wide rims and really good brakes on it, you could still build a very competitive bike for about £1,200.
The racing is fast and tight, but so far the crowds have stayed away. So will Supermoto get us Brits out of our armchairs?
I think it has a tremendous future, because we have been sort of struggling throughout the year to try and establish a sport, and I think that this sort of final for the season definitely have established the sport as one of the major branches for motorcycling now. So it's really a sport for all branches of the motorcycling field.
Over the weekend, Billy Lyles maintained his form to run out winner of the Ultimate Challenge, already a convert to Supermoto.
I like it a lot, and whenever they have the races, if it's possible, I want to try to make them.
Do you think it's got a good future then?
I think so. The racing seems to be pretty close with a lot of the riders and on different tracks and everything, so I think it's got a good future, especially with the TV coverage.
But you don't have to be a champion to enjoy the mixture of speed on the tarmac and sliding on the loose.
It's fantastic. It's the most exciting thing I've ever done. It really is unbelievable. It's very difficult, very skillful, but great fun to do, even if you're not very good.
Becky Adam there reporting on a successful Supermoto meeting. Successful, that is, apart from the size of the crowd. It does look as if the entire 1990 season could be cancelled unless it attracts a wider following.